Hey besties, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey girl, hey. If you're not old, hey bestie, welcome back. So today I'm about to show y'all how to do a melted cap method. What I do, my hair, and look, please excuse my hair, because I got nails on, as you can see, and I had to braid my hair with nails on, so it's looking crazy. But first thing I do is spray that whole spray. I forgot what it's called. I had just got it, like I'm just getting hip to it, so please forgive me for not knowing the name of it, but I know it's like a hose. It's like a extra extreme hose spray. I just spray it on my edges and like use the blow dryer to like blow dry it down. And if you guys hear sounds in the back, that's because it's raining outside, so I can't control what goes on in the background. But again, you know, you using that spray, it's gonna hold and mold that, you know, your hair down and lay your edges down smoothly. That's what you want. And when you spray this, I spray it on the hair. Like, I don't spray it nowhere near like the hairline. And the only reason why is because I heard, like, you know, extreme sprays have like alcohol and toxins in it that can mess up like the hairline. I don't know how true it is, but I know for a fact that I'm not risking it. You know, I only got a thin amount of edges, and we need to protect whatever edges I got. So that's why I'm smoothing it back now. So you're just smoothing everything back with the brush, and you know, you see me sitting here using my hand to smooth it out as well as the brush, because I want to make sure like it's not any, you know, frizzy or nothing like that. That's what you would say. Like, you want to make sure it's not frizzy. Okay, that's basically how I do it. I make sure it's not frizzy. If you like me and blonde, one thing I want to recommend, if you wear glasses, please take your glasses off to do this. See, look at me. You see me finally taking them off. Look at me making a face. And right here I'm applying this lace glue. I don't even know what that's called either, because I just got that. I heard it's new. I know it's like I think it's almighty lace glue. That's what I want to say it is. And I basically use it around my hairline, not on my hairline, around my hairline, on the skin, literally. And the only reason I'm doing this is because I like to layer the first layer around my hairline and then lay the cap on top of that line, because this is what I'm going to tell you. This is the best way to go about it. If you put it on the skin, like, you know, makeup pattern, how your hairline is, then you're gonna be fine. Trust me, you're gonna be fine. Like, you see me, you know, spreading it back, that's because I'm spreading it on the skin, and I'm making sure like it covers up the skin. I'm trying not to put it on my hair because I don't want it on my hair, but I'm, you know, spreading it out thin enough to where it's not touching my hair. Okay, and like I said, the only reason you're doing this because you want the cap to melt onto that glue, so that way when you put the glue on the cap for the lace, you don't get any in your hair, because it's super hard to get out. You're gonna be sitting there with rubbing alcohol or, you know, lace glue remover trying to remove it, unless you just wash your hair, soak your hair, and let all that product at the end of your edges get like white and gummy, and then you want to like scrape it out. But nobody wants to go through that, so I'm trying to save you a disaster. And like you see me doing here, I'm pushing it forward, pushing that glue forward and not backwards. I pushed it backwards on the other side. Like, I push on my sides, I push it backwards, but in like the middle of my hair, I like push it forward. So you see me doing the method where I'm like pushing that glue forward and then I'm pushing it backwards to like keep it from going in my hair. Now, I know you guys can't really see it, but because I'm like looking in the mirror making sure I'm getting it, it's like a tedious thing. You see, and it dries clear. Once it dries clear, you want to go ahead and go get you a cap. Go get you a cap and go ahead and make yourself look like a fool, just like me. Look at me, a fool. And then I'm so scared to touch the glue. I don't know why, but I'm terrified to touch lace glue. I feel like once you touch it, it just like gets everywhere and it's a disaster. So I'm terrified of it. See me here, I'm over here like hesitate, pulling the cap up. Like I made sure I tapped it to try to press that glue onto the cap. But here I am, I'm just like, nope, I ain't going to go press it no more. I'm about to just use this spray. And it's the crazy part. That spray melted right into the lace glue. So like you can see like the hairline, like where I outlined the hairline, it melted right into it. So you can see, and here I am scared again, touching it, just scared. I'm scared. I'm just so scared. I don't want to touch it. But you want to get your blow dryer on go, but you could go back and forth from cool to hot or warm, however you want to say it. I choose to go back and forth. And here's a little technique for you guys and a little tip. I use makeup. I use a thin amount of makeup, and I don't know where I came up with this, but I use a thin amount of makeup, and then I put some holding spray, like the Got to Be spray, into the makeup, because I feel like it once you apply it onto your hair or whatnot, it's gonna make it stay, and it's not like when you touch it, it's not going like that makeup not gonna be on your hands and that, because it's gonna already be dry. You know how when you touch makeup, it's messy, like it goes everywhere. So you want to make sure it don't go everywhere and just spread it. So you want to keep spreading it around your head. But I just sprayed some of that Got to Be, or extreme hold spray in there, whatever you got, spray into the makeup palette, unless you got dry spray. Even with dry spray, I ain't gonna lie, I apply the dry powder on top of my cap, and I spray my Got to Be right on top to hold it in. Even though for like dry powders and stuff like that, this spray don't really hold as much for that, because those are powders or whatnot. This is a cream, so of course it's like you spray any type of cream or anything, it's gonna try to stay and hold and in place. That's what I think. And I always go back over it and spray like Extreme Got to Be or something like Extreme Got to Be or something like that on top, so that way you guys can still get that crispy look. And as you can see, it blends well in my hair, and this is a totally light color. That's another thing, go for a light foundation. Don't go for something too dark. Go for something a little bit lighter than your complexion, because you know why? Because when it dries a darker color, a darker tone. So you want to always, even with foundations and stuff, even though we're not talking about foundations like with face right now, we talk about foundation for cat. But even when you put it on your face, you want to get a lighter color, something lighter than you, because when it dries, it will dry dark. Okay, that's a tip for me. Also, I'm starting to cut the cap. When I cut the cap, I'm making sure to get close. Look at me being nosy. But I'm making sure I get close enough, but not too close to where my hair is, because like I said, I really am scared, and I don't want to get this glue on my hair. Like, I just went through like a whole little terrifying situation where I was like pulling out my hair, kind of trying to get this glue off. So yeah, and then what you do is, do not cut that band. Cut like at the, start at the forehead, like cut a little hole, and then go all the way around, because you're gonna need that band at the end. You're gonna need it. And the only reason I say that is because at the end of this, when you're done, I like to tie that band at the top, or I like to tie it in the back, just to keep my PDPs and everything intact. I don't like nothing hanging out when I be doing my hair. So look, you see me scared. I'm pulling my air. I'm pulling it up off my ear some. Poke a little hole. Look, I'm scared. Look at my face. Just scared. Just scared. Look at me looking at the camera. I'm like, am I cutting myself? I'm making sure that I get it as close as I can. Even if I can't get it as close, I'ma just leave it alone, because guess what? It wasn't meant to happen. That's what I'm gonna say. It wasn't meant to happen. So you just go ahead and use like a finger or whatever kind of tool you have, and kind of like make sure you get it up a little bit because you don't want your wig to be too far on your forehead. You want it to be just right. So yeah, making sure you cutting it real close. So get close, okay? And this is basically like the end of the video, you know, making sure you get close and stuff, and you just, you know, get this stuff together. So from here on out, y'all can just listen to the music and enjoy your day. And remember, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell for more new videos and drops every other day or every 2 days. Yeah, get into it. Love you guys. Bye, your besties. All I